Good day sa lahat ng ating mga subscribers sa ating YouTube channel. Ang ating pag-usapan is part of the Philippine criminal justice system. At earlier, mayroon naman akong video na nag-talk about the pillars of the Philippine criminal justice system. But today, let me just be specific. I'd like to discuss with you, para sa ating mga viewers, yung nag-aaral ng criminology, yung magte-take ng licensure board exams, and those who would like to know about the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Under the 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, Article 8, where it tackled the judicial department. As we all know, there are three co-equal branches of government. You have the executive branch, that is headed by the President of the Republic of the Philippines. You have the Congress, both chambers, the lower and the upper chambers. The lower house, that means the House of Representatives, headed by the Speaker, and the upper chamber, or the Senate, headed by the Senate President of the Congress of the Republic of the Philippines. Then the other co-equal branch that is also very powerful is the judiciary. And the judiciary, ang pinaka-head is the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Under the Constitution that I have mentioned, particularly Article 8, Section 1, it states, the judicial power shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such lower courts as may be established by law. So there is only one Supreme Court. Then, what is judicial power? Judicial power includes the duty of the courts of justice to settle actual controversies involving rights which are largely or legally demandable and enforceable, and to determine whether or not there has been a grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction on the part of any branch or instrumentality of the government. So, yun ang tinatawag na judicial power. Isang very important power doon sa judicial branch, to make sure also that the rule of law is complied, followed strictly. That is in Section 1. Then, of course, ang under Section 3, because, every year, mapag-usapan ang General Appropriations Act. Yun ay budget, no? Andoon rin ang budget, kasama diyan ang executive as well as the judiciary. Okay. So, under Section 3 of the same article, the judiciary shall enjoy fiscal autonomy. Appropriations for the judiciary may not be reduced by legislature below the amount appropriated for the previous year, and after approval shall be automatically and regularly released. Ang ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng ibitin. hindi rin pwedeng i-reduce ng Congress because the power of the purse, yung appropriations, nasa Kongreso. Pero dito, dahil itong seksyon na ito, para hindi magiging alipin ang court, no? So, ang anong hiningi nila na budget that should be approved, of course, the powers of Congress to ask is still there, but hindi pwedeng ibaba pa nila sa i-compared sa, say, 2025. Yung 2024, hindi pwedeng sa 2025 ibaba nila, no? Mandated ito by the Constitution. Then it has to be automatically and regularly released to the Supreme Court. So, earlier, sa aking unang video under criminal justice, I discussed this, but again, I will repeat it para sa ating mga reviewers na nag-aaral ngayon for the criminologist licensure exam. Ang tanong, ilan ba ang members ng ating Supreme Court or the composition of the Supreme Court? Under Section 4, number 1, the Supreme Court shall be composed of a Chief Justice and 14 Associate Justices. Yon. So, total, 15. It may sit in bank or in its discretion in division of 3, 5, or 7 members. So, well, I said earlier na pag ang Supreme Court kasi come up with a rule na pag in division, 5 because they divided the 15 into 3 divisions. So, 5 member per division. However, the Supreme Court may increase the numbers, no, based on this constitutional provision. Under the same provision, any vacancy shall be filled within 90 days from the occurrence thereof. So, may mandato din na kung may bakante doon sa composition natin, ang President of the Republic of the Philippines will fill in the vacancy and the magistrate that will be appointed kailangan na recommend din ng Judicial Bar Council. Okay. Section 2 of, rather, number 2 of Section 4 of the powers of the Supreme Court. All cases involving the constitutionality of a treaty, international or executive agreement, or law which shall be heard by the Supreme Court in bank, and all other cases which under the rules of court are required to be heard in bank, including those involving constitutionality, application or operation of presidential decrees, proclamations, orders, instructions, ordinances, and other regulations, shall be decided with the concurrence of a majority of the members who actually took part in the deliberation on the issues in the case and voted thereon. So, yon, ha? For those just viewed now, I am reading the constitutional provision under Article 8, the Judicial Department, about the powers of the Supreme Court or the judiciary. Okay. Cases or matters heard by a division shall be decided or resolved with the concurrence of a majority of the members who actually took part in the deliberations on the issues in the case, voted thereon, and in no case without the concurrence of at least 3 of such members. Okay. So maliwanag na kailangan 3. Sinabi natin kanina, ang division of 5 members. But the Supreme Court may increase that. But right now, 5 per division. So, kailangan 3 ang mag-concur. When the required number is not obtained, the case shall be decided in banc. So that means, pag hindi makakuha ng 3, yung 5 disagreed to each other, pwedeng ito ay i-elevate to the said Supreme Court, but ang sinabi, it will now be decided in banc. Sinabi naman natin na pag sinasabing in banc, the whole members of the Supreme Court, meaning the 15, including the Chief Justice. Provided, mayroon pa, that no doctrine or principle of law laid down by the court in a decision rendered in banc or in a division may be modified or reversed except by the court sitting in banc. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin dito? Ang ibig sabihin, kung ito'y isang doctrine, particularly interpreting a particular provision or involving constitutionality, di ba? Kailangan ma-reverse lang iyan by a decision in banc. Okay? Or mabago man, in banc. Because it was rendered in banc or this rendered by a division as a doctrine. So, at least ngayon, may idea ka pag marinig mo, the court sitting in banc, ang sagot natin yan, the whole members of the Supreme Court. 1 Chief Justice and 14 Associate Justices. Pag sila ang mag-decide, all of them, that is what you call the court in banc decision. The Supreme Court shall also have the powers under Section 5 of Article 8 of the 1987 Constitution. Exercise original jurisdiction affecting ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, and over petitions for certiorari, prohibition, mandamus, quo warranto, and habeas corpus. Ang ibig sabihin dito, pag ikaw ay isang ambasador, basta ambasador ng ating bansa. Because yung ambasador ng ibang bansa, under the international law, hindi man natin sila makasuhan muna. Diba? So, yun if involves our own ambassadors, our secretaries or consuls appointed by our president. If we talk of habeas corpus, there is now also the writ of amparo. These are within the powers also of the Supreme Court. It also can review, revise, reverse, modify, or affirm on appeal or certiorari as the law or the rules of court may provide. Final judgments and orders of lower courts